sound. Let's check the YouTubes. Make sure we're working. Because we had that trouble last time. Opa. Am I sending? Okay, cool. Alright, I'm not just sending a green screen this time randomly. So that's good, I guess. Alrighty. So it looks like everything's good. So we are good to do some hobby. I was hoping to be working on the new Necromunda stuff this weekend, but GW was dumb, and they only sent one to like every store. Well, when you're on an island that's 2 hours wide, that means only 2 get sent to the entire island. So, ripperoony. So that sucks, but it is what it is. But fun times. It's been kind of a crapshoot weekend. I was very annoyed because I had to cancel on my Learn to Play AOS event, which made me very, very sad. Here's my entire Cruel Boys army that was going to go to the event. It was very disappointing. I'm super happy with how they came out. I really, really enjoyed painting the Cruel Boys. They were one of those things that I was like, you know, this is the part of the Dominion box I don't know if I like or not. But to be honest, like, they're actually the thing I've had the most fun painting in a while. So yeah, I love them to pieces. I'm super, super, super happy with how they came out. Hello! See, they've got a little bit of gloss in their base. Well, now that they didn't go to the Learn to Play event, sadly, I'm going to replace that gloss probably with clear resin. Give it a little more definition so it stands out. But there they are. What else have we done in hobby stuff? Well, I got my Warlocks all ready to rock. Let me grab a couple more of them who are fun. There's big Mr. Smasher. Got him all done. I basically got an entire team of these guys painted up because I only had like one of these guys painted previously. But I got a whole team painted up because I was hoping to do a stream with the new Orlok weapons. But that also went out the window because of this week's releases are just shit with how they got released. So it is what it is. But they're super cool, also ready to play. Hopefully we'll get to play with them soon. In addition to that, I painted up a Delac team for this weekend as well. There they are, looking like the Matrix. Or like Dark World. So yeah, I painted them up for this weekend too, but again, that went the way of the dodo as well. So, a little bit of a frustrating weekend, but it is what it is. So, instead, okay. So my desk is an absolute cluster of different projects right now. I've got some Tau on my desk. I've got some Stormcast on my desk. Super happy with how the Stormcasts are turning out though. They look kind of dark and nasty. I think they look very cool. Even with the weird helmets, I like them. I think it gives them a little more of a spooky look. I've got a bunch of Gene Stealers on my desk. I'm still trying to figure out what color I want to paint my Tyranids. And man, yeah, so many projects. But one that I actually have been completing and making progress on and not just sort of floating around on are my beast snaggas. So they are coming along, and we're going to paint some of them today. So they are meant to go with my war boys, war boy orcs, my Wa boys, as it were. So they have the white skin and the dark armor. And I wanted to do all of the hides and stuff in these really kind of bright colors. Because in the video game for Mad Max, there is a faction of war boys who are like obsessed with like pigment bombs. Like the Indian like color, what is it, like Festival of the Colors? I cannot remember the name of it. My Indian friend is gonna be so annoyed at me. But it's like a festival of colors, and they throw pigments everywhere. There's a faction of the war boys in the video game that are like that. So I figured, since I need to differentiate the beast snaggas a little, I figured I would do the bright colors on all the hides, and they could be kind of like those guys. So I thought it would be pretty fun. So we've got some stuff to paint. I've got about 6 of those done, and then I've got the HQ done. So we're going to work on painting probably one of the squig hogs. So maybe this guy, or maybe this guy with the wheel, or maybe this guy here with the robot back leg. I think I like this this sculpt the best, to be honest, but I think we'll do the wheel guy. I think we'll work on him today. So you can see that the paint's kind of like glossy and weird. I love this color, but honestly this is lava orange. For whatever reason, Army Painter has trouble with oranges and stuff like that. They just are not very good. So I think I need to get a couple Vallejo oranges, because just the Army Painter ones just suck and are super bad. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. No. That's not what I thought it was. I was checking something on the paint rack. I thought I had a game color orange. I don't. I have a game color ink yellow, which is very nice. Alright. Actually, you know what? Since the painting the orange sucks so bad, we'll put him to the side. And we will... yeah, we'll do the green guy. Yeah, nah, fuck it. We'll do the wheel guy. Yeah, we'll do the wheel guy. That's fun. We'll do the wheel guy. Alright. So, let's take a look at our model, and we'll figure out everything we need. Okay. So I've got a couple colors blocked in, but they're not blocked in super well. I've got his pants. He's going to need leather brown. That one. So we'll go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little color palette for him. So right now I have like 40,000 different colors on my desk. So I'm going to, just off to the side over here, I'm going to make a little color palette. So I've got leather brown here. That will be his boots and all of his belt and stuff like that. He's going to need black for the armor. So this is extra opaque, heavy charcoal. This is my favorite black color. It covers like a fucking dream, and it's a really nice, like, soft black. It's easily my favorite black color to paint. He's going to need some bits for all this metal crap here. So that'll be gunmetal. Then he'll need something for all the blades. See, he's got this spear that I painted part in because I had extra leftover paint. He's gonna need something for that, and just other little bits and bobs of metal highlights. So we'll use this chainmail silver. This is basically exactly the same as the Army Painter Shining Silver, but this is basically empty. So we'll be using the brand new one. Let's see what else. He's got some wrappings here on the stick, so we'll need Xandri dust for that. Here's some like metal like housing stuff. So I like to do that kind of different color, different kind of metal stuff in this game color. I love this. This is probably my favorite metal paint. It's called Bright Bronze. Super, super good. Let's see. We need the skin tone, which is this, but it's kind of janky, so we might replace that with something else. Let's see. Oh, he's got these big claws here, and I'm assuming this guy's got teeth. Yep, he's got one on his earring there. Assuming the grot's got teeth. Yeah, little squigs here got teeth. Yeah. Alright, so we need skeleton bone for that. And then this guy's got two little squigs on him. I want those to be different colors, so we're going to make one of them, fuck it, purple. And we'll make one of them void shield blue. Yeah, why not? No, I don't want to do ice. Well, we'll put all these off to the side. Maybe we'll pick one of them. The other one I've been using for squig colors is Elemental Bolt. So, as you can see, all of these are like kind of pseudo pastel. They all have a little bit of white in them as far as their tone goes. And it's one of the things that, you know, I'm trying to keep that consistent across all of them. Originally I was using like this dark purple, but frankly it was just too dark and it broke the like overall look of them all. So trying to keep colors that are sort of in the same kind of tone. So there we go. That's my squig colors. Put them off to the side. What else do we need? Oh, we're gonna need to touch up his skin. So these guys have been primed with gray cere. I hit their skin with spaceship exterior, kind of splotchily. I don't want to do it like super like great. And then I go over it with apothecary white, which is the best contrast color ever. And it gives them this nice kind of like splotchy, sickly white kind of look, which is what I want. Like if the whole model was painted like this, it would probably look like crap. But because only just a section of the model is painted like that, I'm pretty happy with it. It makes it seem intentional instead of accidental. So I like the fact they look kind of splotchy and sick. So I think that's very fitting for War Boys. It's the same reason why they have pink lips, because all the War Boys had like these chapped, fucked up lips. Anyway, alright. So honestly, I think that's pretty much all the colors we need. So yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. We've got two busted ass brushes. This one's a little bit bigger, that one's a little more detail-y. Should be good. Alright. So we zoomed in, zoomed out. Cool, we're good. Stop. Thank you. Shaking paint. Let me grab this one and add it to the shake pile, because this one I'm going to shake. Every time I shake another paint, I'm going to shake this lava orange. Because it is a janky fucking paint, and I shouldn't have picked it. But I did. Because I really like the color. It's just really obnoxious to use. Alright. So, Xandri Dust, first up. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to tackle this, right? What are we going to do here? Well, first off, we're going to go through and we're going to pick out stuff that we see. Right? So the first thing I see is the staff on this guy for his spear. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick that out. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm going to look and I'm going to go, okay, well, now that I picked this color out, I put this color on my brush and I've got it out. How am I, Like, what is the next thing that's going to use this color? I'm going to look all over the model, and I'm going to find other areas that are going to use this color. Right? So, there we go. We could do this strap in that, but I think I'm going to do that in brown. The saddle could be this color, but I'll probably do that in brown as well. Here's the strap here, but that's going to be metal. More things that are going to be brown. But this guy here has pants. Oh, I want to do those in gray, I guess. Do we have any more kind of like wrappings or anything like that on here? Oh, the stick here does. We can hit that. There we go. There we go. Just like that. And yeah, we're pretty good then. Alright. I'm going to get that cleaned off. And I'm going to shove that paint up. So this is already watered down in here because this paint is kind of jank. So I was just painting out of it like a scrub. You shouldn't actually do that. That's what I did. Alright, so let's see. Now there's some pretty big sections that are gunmetal, so let's knock those out. Right, because we want to knock the big sections out before we get into like, here's all of the tiny buckles and stuff like that, right? We don't want to start with the small stuff. We want to start with the big stuff. Go. There we go. These coils here, these like shocks, I might call those out in another color because that might be fun. I'll probably call those out in the brassy brass, honestly. We do have some like fucked up skin around where the metal's jabbed in. You could call that out with like a pink, make it look like a wound or something. Honestly, I'm not a super big fan of the wounded skin look, like the scarring tissue around stuff. I think it looks, I don't know, not for me, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it like draws away from all the other bits in the model. I know it's just adding extra detail and you're just telling more story with it, which is what you're supposed to be doing with paint, but I don't know, just not for me. So it's one of those details that I like never do because of that. Alright. And now I know I want this this thing here. I know I want that to be brassy brass, so we're not going to worry about painting that gunmetal. Shit. I just drop him slightly off screen. I'm going to go ahead and block those in. So at this stage, I'm pretty much not worrying about like any kind of crazy errors or anything like that. I'm just trying to get some colors blocked in. So once I have that, I'll have a better feeling for what's gonna go into this model. It's got this like little radiator thing here. We'll probably call that out in another color, to be honest. Eventually, but I don't know what color I want to do that in yet. Maybe I'll do it in red or something like it's hot. I could probably also hit it with like a bright metal red. It would look pretty cool as well. He's got some stuff here in the back. Go ahead and block that in too. Oh. Okay. I am camera head. Apparently. Alright. Do that. So yeah. The process of going through and doing these like base coats is also important because it's going to tell me what details are in this model. Right? Like, I can hold it and look at it and I'll get a lot of it. But you know, there's going to be some stuff I miss until I really get in there and touch it with my brush. Until I really realize like what goes into this model. This is especially true for like Death Guard and stuff like that. Like, it's very easy to miss little details on them until you actually start blocking them in and being like, oh shit, there's worms and tentacles here. I didn't even realize. Let's see. The little dirt splatter coming out behind the wheel, I'm going to leave that. I'll hit it with the texture paint when I do the base. Alright, so he's got these foot grabs. We're going to do those in metal as well, because it's actually a metal harness that's going up and around the model. There's actually like a piece, like a metal like thing right here. It's going around the model. Now we could call this out as armor, but I'm going to call it out as metal instead, because that's what I did for the light on my fan's having some issues today. That's what I did for the big knob on the boss squig. So the harness was metal, and the bits going into it were or the bits covering it were black metal. I thought it looked pretty good, so we're gonna try to keep that consistent here. You can see I missed a big section of painting his skin when I did it the other day. Alright, just gonna get up under there, get the inside of this metal bit like that, just like that. Right. And we're good over on this side here, down under there in case anybody looks down there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit this footrest as well. See, there's a lot of gunmetal on these guys, but there's a lot of other colors that would have trouble going over gunmetal, so I don't want to like spray these in gunmetal. All right, here we go. Get the spear now. But yeah, these beast snagga models are actually really fun. They've been a lot of fun to paint. There's a really nice mix of like detail and not detail in them. That's really cool. So they're not like super mega overlaid with detail, but you know, there's enough. There's little fangs here, little claws here, little like, you know, bits of hide and tooth and stuff like that. They could have like way overdone these, and I'm really happy they didn't, because like it would be like, I don't know, it would be very easy to like cover these things in skulls and trophies and stuff, and I'm happy they didn't do that. They kept that sort of to a minimum, because it lets you have enough stuff to have interest in the model, but not too much that like they're busy. Like the boss, the new like war boss that's coming out for these guys, way too busy of a model. He's got like skulls and fangs and huge tusks and a giant like claw hand and a big gun and all that. Like it's way too much. And he's kind of like hunched over, and it's just like, man, whoever designed this needs to like chill, because it's crazy. So I'm really happy these guys are not that way, especially after seeing that war boss. I was a little worried some of the newer stuff would be similar. Alright. This guy's got his squig grappling hook, because of course he does. There we go. 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 Alright, let's see. He's got a chain. This garrote's being held on by a chain. See, I totally forgot about that. Remembered it when I was building them. Totally forgot it just now. There we go. We can paint that in. Spin them around. Get the other side of the chain, and we'll get the garrote's other ammo as well. While we're here. We'll get the other squid grenade painted as well. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Alright. Yeah, moving along. Nice. Alright. Let's keep going. Going big section by big section. We're going to go ahead and we're going to knock out some of the black. So this black, since these guys are my war boys, goths, it's going to be all of the armor panels. And it's also going to be this tire. Tires do tend to be a little more gray than actually black, but this isn't like a really stark black. It's actually a super dark gray, and I just really like this color. So I think it makes phenomenal tires. So we'll go ahead and we'll block some of that in. Then after this, I guess we'll go and we'll do some of the brown, I guess. Thinking about what color is biggest, you know? Which one is the... Because you want to paint like you're getting dressed, you know? You don't want to put on your jacket before you put on your underwear kind of thing. Same thing with painting. So we'll try to knock out some of those inner big pieces first. I think brown's going to be our next goal, to be honest. There we go. But yeah, these beast snaggas are going to be fun. I sort of put them totally on the back burner because I sold my friend my codex from the box because he's way more into the rules than I am. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I don't mind waiting for the regular codex, you know. I don't really care what the codex looks like, you know. I don't need the special edition one or whatever. I'm like, I'm more than happy just getting the regular codex. There we go. And so I was like, yeah, you can have it, friend. But apparently someone at one of the stores out here canceled their Beast Snagga pre-order after not picking it up for a couple of weeks. So he went and bought that. So now he has his own Beast Snagga box. And I'm going to just buy the codex from him now. So basically it's like he got codex early access. Oh, it's pretty good. So it means that I'm actually going to have rules for these guys, so it means I can play them, which means I should paint them, which is why they're on the painting table today. Because they were... I built them and primed them, and they were just sort of chilling on my desk. And I was like, okay, well, I'll paint them after I have rules for them, because then I might actually get to use them, kind of thing, you know? But, hey, looks like I'm actually going to get to play them now, so... They're going to get some paint. Alright. There we go. There we go. So yeah, if you... So since I am doing the War Boys theme for all of these, you know, it kind of limits, like, what colors my armors and stuff are going to be. You could have a lot of fun with these, though. Like, the the models, the official models, are sort of painted like Horizon Zero Dawn, with all these like this off-white armor and then these little tribe bits on it. It's actually really cool. Very, very fun. Like techno junker kind of look. But I wanted to, even though my guys are, you know, they're technically goths and all of that, I wanted to still have those bright colors. So my squigs be crazy. I actually have to figure out what kind of pattern I'm going to do for this one. I decided that I'm going to give the green one. He's going to get orange tiger stripes. So I think that will be fun. He's got this nice big, like, fat ass area where you'll really be able to see it. And a lot of section, like, up here in his head where you'll be able to see it. This one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. He's got a lot going on compared to the others. So maybe he'll have a little bit more of a chill section. Like, maybe just his belly and something will be a different color. Maybe I'll do his belly in, like, tan or something. And, yeah, just not sure yet. So they announced the new Kill Team box is going to be next week. I'm gonna pass on that. Not because I don't think new Kill Team looks good, or because I'm boycotting GW or any of that nonsense that's going on right now, but honestly, I don't think I need the box set for it. Like it has. I really like the orcs in it. On the other hand, I really don't want to play Krieg. To be honest, the whole Krieg faction is something that I'm sort of like meh about. Partly because a lot of the viewers or a lot of people that really like Krieg could be a little fascisty, to be honest. So I don't want to give that impression. And it kind of ruins Krieg for me, which is a shame because their lore and stuff is awesome. And the designs are very nice. But I don't know. I stay away from them because I don't like the people that very, 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 very much like them. Because although the Krieg are designed to look like French soldiers from World War I, a lot of people think they look like Nazis. And that feels weird. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. So, I'll be staying away from the box set. Plus, it's basically impossible to get. Supposedly, it's going to be on a 2-week pre-order. I think it's probably up on Warhammer Community today, but I haven't checked yet. I know it was getting announced today. I haven't looked at the pre-order dates yet, but I think it's supposed to be on a 2-week pre-order. So, I will. I mean, it looks like a great box. Don't get me wrong, and I fucking love boxes. But yeah, like you get awesome terrain in it, you get awesome orcs, but the Krieg stuff, I don't know, just feels weird, man. So I'm probably just gonna stay away from it and be like, okay, I'm good, thanks. I will give GW credit for changing up the design a little bit and making it slightly less Nazi, which is very nice. Because they changed up the design of the helmets and the coats a little bit, and it's a good direction. All right, but yeah. Plus, it's basically impossible to get, and I'm getting very, 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 very tired over the really hard to get releases like this Beast Snaggas box. I'm like, man, this is my hobby. I don't need this kind of fucking stress in my hobby. You know? Being like, oh no, am I going to get one? It was funny, when I was 20, I really enjoyed the hunt. And it was the fun part of the action figure collecting and stuff like that I did. I really, really enjoyed that. But Nowadays, I'm like, man, I just want to like buy the toys I want and then not have to worry about it. You know, like that's like just make that shit available so I can just buy it, please. You know. That's why I was very happy the Dominion box had so many copies that they made for it. Plus, it's a phenomenal box. Like, it's... If anyone was interested in AOS, it's the direction I would send them and be like, go check out the Dominion box, because it's like a god tier release. It really is. But... yeah. But yeah, so I'll be avoiding that. I will probably pick up the compendium for the game. I will probably grab the compendium when it comes out and when I can actually get my hands on one. I'm not like gonna super rush to get a copy or anything like that. I was turbo into Kill Team back during 8th, to be honest. But I now like models like this guy, or like my Imperial Knights, or that kind of stuff. And you can't use that kind of stuff in Kill Team, and that kind of sucks. So, but I'll probably pick up a compendium and put a team together. I'll probably do Thousand Suns for it, to be honest. I'll probably paint a team of Thousand Suns, and it'll probably be like a team of a couple of guys and some Zangors. Because Thousand Suns, because I was going to play Thousand Suns and Nurgle, or Death Guard. Those were the two factions I was going to play when I first got into Kill Team. But to be honest, the Thousand Suns stuff was too hard for me to paint back then. It was really, really, really challenging and frustrating. So I shied away from them. And I actually have them right over there. You probably can't see it, and they're probably just slightly out of frame. They're all sitting up there, waiting patiently now, almost 2 years to be painted. So they will probably get painted for new Kill Team. Alright, here we go. We got all the black in. I've still got a bunch of black out, so let me use a little bit of it up. I apologize for swapping models, but I would like to use the paint since I have it on the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to block some of this guy's armor in as well. Yep. So yeah. I'm really surprised they have not released the new AOS codexes yet. So if I'm honest, I really, 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 really like AOS 3. I think it's really just a phenomenal game. As far as like the big army games go, easily my favorite. I like it better than 40k, like a million times better. I think it's more engaging. I think it is just generally a more fun time for both players. And it feels like slightly less serious, which is nice. I like that about it, right? Like, you can just be like, okay, here's a bunch of mortal wounds because I have a monster on the table, you know? I think that's very fun. I will also say the open play for it is cool. I like the open play for it because it actually has the open play, like, stuff in the core rulebook, and you just roll for it. I think that's super, super rad. So, also the Cruel Boys Aurochs are a lot of fun to play, just because they're like super straightforward, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really shocked the codexes for those have not come out yet. I mean, they're over a month now, not being released. Where's the blue and purple dino today? The blue and purple dino! He's all done being painted, so... I'm assuming you mean this one? There he is. Whoa! Oh. So he is over in the far corner of the desk with the boys I've got him painted so far. Alright. Now, we really should paint this skin again before I do the brow. So let's do some skin colors. So, let's do one of these squigs in Blue Mist, or whatever the fuck this color is called. Toxic Mist. I'm trying to figure out which one to do. We'll do his thing here in Toxic Mist. I like this Toxic Mist color. It's really nice. It's a very, very good color. But yeah, the GW releases have been all over the place because there's some beautiful things coming out. Oh my god, the new Cruel Boy stuff is just... It's so good. The big, like, Swamp Sloth and the big Vulture. And the new fucking Stormcast Dragon. I fucking love that dragon so much. It looks so good. I might paint it in the Bad Dragon colors because that's the kind of degenerate I am. But it looks so amazing. Oh, also the Hexfire box is coming out next weekend. I will be passing on that. Okay, let me rephrase that. If I go into the game store and one's sitting there, I might buy it. Like, straight up, it's just that might be a thing that happens. Am I going to pre-order it? No. Does that mean I'm going to get one? Probably not. Because I assume they have already sold out. But if there's one sitting there, I might be going home with it. But I'm not going to count on that or anything like that. But it's a decent box. I will say the Grey Knight side of it is kind of meh. Just because the big baby carrier thing you get, I think, needs a lot of kit bashing and love to be made cool. Now, I think there is a lot of potential to make it cool. Don't get me wrong. But I think it needs that love, otherwise it looks like crap. I think just straight out of the box, it's a very unfortunate looking model. Alright, do I want to... So by the nature of using these bright colors, I'm going to inadvertently always have some orphaned colors on these models, which I'm not a very big fan of. And the intent is to counter this by making sure they're always with another model that has those colors on it. So, like, individually they might have orphan models, but as a unit they don't. So, like, the blue on his back is going to be the same blue that's on this squig kind of deal. So yeah, so, like, by the nature, some of these colors are going to be a little stand out. They're all also getting the same wash, which I do think is kind of important for these, because that's the wrong fucking color. Because it helps tie those together. It also helps darken things down a little bit. So although they are bright, they don't look super like they just came out of a factory kind of thing. Alright. This squig's going to be this color here. Maybe we'll do both of his bomb squigs in this color. I don't know. Still deciding. Still deciding. But yeah, I'm always a big fan of squigs. I think squigs are awesome. I love the Gloom Spike Gits. I like these Beast Snaggas. I'm looking forward to the like the rest of the Beast Snagga stuff coming out. Their big truck is cool, and a lot of people apparently don't like the kill rig though, which is the big Beast Snagga truck. which kind of surprises me because I think it looks really rad. It looks like a G.I. Joe video goal from like the 90s, and I think that actually adds a lot of personality and fun to it. But apparently a lot of people don't like it, so it's interesting. All right. This is another color that has weird coverage. But yeah. I think it looks pretty good. I think some of the new orc stuff, like the Def Copters, I'm sort of meh about, but they're going to be in the Start Collecting box, so I'm probably going to wind up with a set with them. It's the Start Collecting box for the orcs. Looks fantastic. As you get 20 of the new boys, you get the new boss, Def Copters, and a Def Dread. That's like A+. Because although I have a Def Dread, to be honest, it's such a phenomenal model and has so much customization in it that I'm super happy to have another one. Partly just to get to build it, because it's such a great model. Alright. Lava Orange. I fucking love this color, but Jesus, it is a mess to paint. So we'll probably be swapping brushes with this a couple of times here. See, it's still not super mixed up. There we go. We'll probably be swapping brushes a couple times here to get into some of the details. I do actually think I like this color better when it's not mixed up as much and it's less red. It's more of the yellow. It's more of like a Avalanche sunset-y kind of color. Still very nice as the deeper orange though. So yeah, maybe I just didn't mix it good enough before. I don't know. No, so you can see it's starting to do the yellow pooling stuff again. Yep. The paint's just weird. Alright. Mr. Squeak here's going to take a couple of cuts then. But yeah, some great stuff coming out for sure. Let me just sit here and ramble for an hour about toys I want to buy, because that's the kind of adult I am. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the new Necromunda stuff when I can actually get a hold of it. That will be nice. Oh, and the new Sisters of Battle tank is really nice. Although, Jesus Christ, you want to talk about a fucking shitty looking box? God damn, that's a fucking shitty looking box. I saw one in person yesterday because I tried to pick up a copy of the Necromunda stuff from one of the local stores, but I went to go pick it up and they couldn't find it. So I was like, LOL, what? I was like, okay, well, I'm good, thanks. So, yeah, that's a thing. But, yeah, I saw the new Sisters tank, and I was like, man, that's a cool looking tank, but that is a terrible looking box. Like, just a horrible looking box. Like, because it's this big, tall box, and the tank is, like, maybe in the lower, like, 1/4 of the picture. And it, like, just looks crammed in there. Like, whoever did the graphic design work for it, like, straight up should be ashamed, because it looks fucking horrible. like, whoever did that needs to be fucking fired, like, yesterday. It's so bad looking. Just a shame, because it's a really cool tank, and I will grab one at some point. when I'm in the mood to paint Sisters again. Same thing with the Sisters battle pack. I don't really feel like painting Sisters at the moment, but I definitely will again, because they're Combat Patrol, which I just called the battle pack. It's a good box. It's basically their release, like, launch celebration box they had, like, almost 2 years ago now. It's basically that plus a tank for the same cost as the celebration box, which is really cool. So you get like a armored troop carrier little tank with it, and then you get basically everything is in that box. You get some of the flying ladies, some of the standard ladies. You get some of the angry ladies with chainswords, who I love to paint. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really, really good box. And I was very happy to see those sculpts return, because they are unique sculpts, and it's kind of a shame whenever unique sculpts are in like just one box kind of thing. Like, if these guys end up being unique sculpts, I'm gonna be super annoyed because of how hard this Beast Snaggas box was to get. I mean, happily I got one, but I'm gonna be annoyed vicariously for all the homies that didn't, because these might end up being unique sculpts. Looking at how the runners work for these, the Beast Snagga boys will probably not be unique sculpts, but these Squig Hogs might be, and if that's the case, that can fuck off. Unless they end up coming out in a like a Beast Snagga Combat Patrol box or something. Like they did with the Sisters, so we can hope. We can hope. Angry Pig Motorcycle. I should say Mushroom Pig Motorcycle. These guys are technically fungus. So, there we go. There we go. Not caring too much about painting the belly perfectly, because I'm going to do that in a different color. We'll come back here and touch this up. We gotta get the shoulder. Man, I managed to do this all with a bigger broken brush. Go me. There we go. Oh, we gotta do that bottom jaw still. The bottom jaw needs love. Man, he is like fluorescent orange now. You know, when I was like, man, I don't know if I like that. Actually, that's really cool. I really like that. That's super cool. Being that bright orange. Alright. We gotta paint his lower lip. And I gotta paint his butt. So let's get the butt first. We got some spots down in here. We gotta hit like down in here and stuff. And that. Go. There we go. Some of the tighter areas around bits and bobs still gotta hit. Oh man, I'm slightly off camera. I apologize. I was holding him too far out. Do I have? Yeah, okay. It's a lot of paint on this little brush, but it'll do for now. You know, earlier when I was like, don't put on your jacket before you put on your underwear, and then I went ahead and I painted this thing which goes over the lip, which also needed painting. Completely ignored everything I said. There we go. So yeah, the skin there is going to need a third coat, but probably just for spot picking up, to be honest. What color do we want to paint his belly? My inclination is to paint it like white. I think that would look really good. So we'll break out some stone golem here. This is like an off-white kind of gray. I like this color a lot. We'll break this out and try it out. Doing it in yellow or something might actually be the better call, but I've got this I don't know. I have this inclination that this is going to look cool. So we will get our base coat down, and then we'll have to touch this up again, and then we'll do like a dot smudge pattern, so we break up the line, right? Since we're not airbrushing this, we're not going to have a nice smooth blend. I could water it down and try to put a nice smooth blend in here, but I think if I turn it into like a dot smudge pattern, it'll look really cool. That's what I did for the other squig hog, the like boss one, and I liked it a lot. I thought it looked really nice, so I'll probably do the same here. Just trying to get up under his neck there. Make sure we're on cam. There we go. There we go. But yeah, GW has been a real ass with the way they've been releasing things recently. It's been very annoying. And I'm a giant ball of anxiety, so it's like, oh no, you know? FOMO really, really hits me like a fucking ton of bricks kind of thing. And that's always obnoxious and not good. So yeah, that'll look cool when it's all done and blocked in and stuff. But yeah, just working on these because then I'm going to get to play them. I will say I probably won't get to play for a little while still. Not because these guys aren't painted, but because Hawaii basically, like in the span of a week, went from having like 10 cases a day to like 800 in like the span of a week. So yeah, I'm avoiding everything. I'll probably not be playing at the stores again until that calms down. The stores out here do a great job of enforcing mask policy and all that kind of stuff. They do a good job of it, but it just, I don't feel comfortable going and sitting in a room for hours and hours and hours while people I don't know walk around me. You know, sharing dice and having people move their miniatures and stuff, and like, that doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. Like, sometimes somebody forgets a roller or something. Man, this feels bad, you know? So, I'll be sadly not getting any games in for a while, but it's all good. We'll get back there eventually. We'll get back to every week going and playing a couple of times, getting some games in. You know? We'll get there. Just taking some time to. Regressing a little, unfortunately. But Hawaii's been great about the pandemic, to be honest. Shit. Most of the people out here are super cool with it, wear their masks. Honestly, the main people that aren't are the tourists. Which definitely feels bad. Especially when, you know, there can be anti-tourist sentiment in some people out here. So, like, to see the tourists being not the best, it can be a bad combo. I say that like it's some horrible thing. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, it's an unfortunate combo, I should say. You know, because when you're trying to sway people and show people you're cool, giving them ammunition that you're not is not how you do that. You know, so if somebody doesn't like you, you need to have like an art-clad defense against it. When you won't wear your fucking mask, it's doesn't help. Doesn't help. But yeah. Anyway, COVID sucks. It makes time move really weird. That's super true. As well. So like we've only been out here almost 2 years now. But like, man, some days it feels like it's been 10 days, and then some days it feels like it's been like 4,000 years just because of COVID. But it is what it is. It'll calm down again. A lot of people on the island are vaccinated and stuff, and it's really good. So it'll calm down again, and then I'll be able to play again, and it will be good. Oops, sorry, didn't mean that. Just trying to get the belts and stuff that are down in the crevice. Because you could, you could sub-assembly these guys, and you'd probably have an easier time painting them, to be honest. But I did not think about that when I was building them, so. So here we are, with me struggling to paint his saddle. It's okay, it just needs to be brown, and it's going to get washed. It's going to be fine. It's not like his saddle's non-metallic metal or some fucking crazy shit, you know? But yeah, I've been kind of in a funk all weekend because I didn't get to go to the Learn to Play. Just because with numbers that high, I don't feel comfortable being in you know, the stores are doing a great job. 100% they're doing a great job, but I just don't feel comfortable being around that many people for that long. You know, the area they have for these events is bigger than the normal stores, but it's still like, it's not big enough that I feel comfortable, kind of thing. Because I don't know if anywhere is, to be honest. So yeah, it is what it is. And it'll be good. And hopefully I'll get some more AOS in, because like I said, I've really been loving AOS. Ugh. And I've only ever played the one game by myself with the Cruel Boys. So I would very much be excited to get another Cruel Boys game in. It's the one I did for the channel on release weekend. I stayed up super late that weekend, making sure the models were built and everything, so I could play it. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. I'm hoping the new Kill Team's going to have similar kind of fun stuff. Seems like it is on one hand, and then on the other it seems like it's not. Because like the list building is really simple. Which is, it's good, but it's also like kind of bad. Like if I wanted to take a team of just like I don't know, like one Terminator and like 20 Poxwalkers, that's not really possible now, kind of thing, because your team has to like fall into certain criteria, which I mean is fair. It probably helps them balance it, and it helps new people like to get into it, because like it's like, oh, for this faction for Kill Team you need this box, and that's it, kind of thing. And they'll probably put out Kill Team specific boxes, I'm assuming. Like, you know, it'll be like, I don't know, a couple of Plague Marines and a set of Poxwalkers, and that'll be in one box, kind of deal. There we go. Get a little more brown out. Oh man, I've been working on this guy for an hour already. Well, he's come a whole hell of a long way from where he was. Honestly, I need to do a little bit of detail work and then clean up, and then he's done, to be honest. Like, done isn't like ready for washes kind of deal. He just needs a little bit of cleanup, and then, you know, just to make sure all the edges are tight with the colors and stuff. It's funny painting these guys. There is some level of like they look unfinished until they get their washes, because they have this like primer skin color basically. Speaking of which, let's do their primer skin color. Yeah, we'll probably get all the colors blocked in on this guy, and then we'll call it. So we gotta do this one, and then we've got. I'll probably do a couple of. Yeah, the like tip of this paint's all fucked up. There we go. I'll probably do a couple detail colors, and then we'll probably call it right there. Because I've been sitting here for an hour talking about toys I want to buy. And as much as I enjoy it, I can't imagine it's highly entertaining. The bottle here is fucked. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. That fixed it. Go team. But yeah, there's definitely lots of cool stuff coming out. And stuff that's like gonna change stuff up, like Kill Team. You know? I'm a little sad that they didn't choose to do something that was more in line with 9th edition. But at the same time, you know what? Warcry is my favorite game. And honestly, if AOS was just big Warcry, it would be a better game. As much as I love AOS, it is my favorite big army game. Like, if it was big Warcry, it would be a better game. So maybe this is going to be that way, right? Maybe this new Kill Team's going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be like, man, I wish 40k was just big Kill Team. Oh, he has an armor plate on the back of his arm. God damn it, I missed that. You know, because like I said, that's how I feel about AOS. AOS is, in my opinion, the best big army game, but it's still not as good as Warcry. So maybe the new Kill Team will be the same way. Maybe it'll be like, man, I wish everything was like new Kill Team. Is there some neat stuff in there? The whole like opposing dice mechanic for melee, really, really cool. Alternating activations, always really cool. That's how every game should be. I am a fan of like action economy games, where it's like you activate a guy and then he has X number of things he can do. I think that's really cool. I'm a little disappointed to hear that in Kill Team you can't double up actions, because I think you should always be able to. I don't like the restrictions on actions. I think there's a lot of value in being able to double them up, and being able to like go bonkers. I think is really cool, especially in Warcry. I think that's really fun. Being like, all right, and now this guy attacks 3 fucking times in a row. You know. I think there's a lot of fun there. So you're probably like, man, you're doing a really splodgy job of painting that white on. And you're right, I am. I'm doing a hella splodgy job of it. And that's because when he gets the apothecary white over it, everything's going to be kind of like a splodgy gray. So it will add to that, and it will make it look a little bit more like just unhealthy skin. Which is what the War Boys are. They're not healthy in a lot of ways. So there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. So let's check out a couple details. And then we'll go ahead and call it. And I am running out of steam. I also need some fucking food because I didn't have any breakfast today. And my belly be rumbling. And I need to get some food. Alright. For his rocket spear, we'll paint this cable in red. Just because that's how all the other ones are painted. Some of the bigger models with lots and lots and lots of cables, they have a mix of red cables and like danger cables. But for most of the models, they're just red. Just because I don't want to draw too much attention to them. With like the danger striping and stuff, the way I did on some of the other models. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint these little rockets here in red as well. Zoop, 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 zoop. And then I'll look at his like wheel butt and see if there's any cables to paint there too. I'm assuming there's going to be. What if I took a spout and I put fucking rockets on it, mate? I don't know why that orc was suddenly Australian, but yeah, that's the thing that just happened. So you're welcome. But yeah. So there's definitely some cool stuff coming out. And definitely looking forward to getting lots and lots of games in. Just a little annoyed this week at COVID and how it ruined my learn to play, and you know, a bunch of people still went, and that's cool, right, for them, but I'm high risk, so I don't want to be COVID man, even though I'm vaccinated. I know my luck, and I know that if I get it, I'll probably have super bad symptoms. So I really would like to avoid it if I can. Go. There we go. Alright, let's see if there's any wires. Nope, there's some on the radiator. We'll paint those in. And then this guy pretty much has all of his colors blocked in, and it's just going to be a case of going back over them, cleaning them up, and then doing washes. You know, I'm just going to be like, alright, now it's time to go over this color. And we're just going to start from the deepest areas in, clean up, to the areas out. Just going to do one color at a time until he is ready to rock. Oh wait, no, that's not true. We're missing bronze. Let's do bronze, and then we'll call it. But yeah, man. So sad about the Learn to Play. There's also a 40k crusade going on right now. That just started today, one of my local stores, and it's awesome. But it stabs me a little because I want to be like, I want to go play in it, you know. But just not the best idea too. So not. No, I really want to. Last year I got screwed out of the 9th edition Crusade, even though it was a system that I really wanted to play. Again, because of COVID, but it is what it is. Just what it is sucks. You know, I bought an AdMech army, painted them up. They were ready to rock. They were my crusade army. They had a whole story. I had this whole background for them, why they were crusading, how they were trying to save their planet and all this stuff. It was so cool. Yeah, and then COVID ruined it all. So, this is what it is. Would really like to try out the new Path to Glory at some point. I think there's a lot of cool value in there. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get to one day. But today is not today. But there is always tomorrow. You know? There is always tomorrow. Paint that in right there. I'll probably paint in some more details on his gun too. Go paint that in right there. There we go. Alright, so that is all the colors blocked in on our squig hog. Let's take a look at him. So, no, that's not a face. Thank you. So, he needs some love still. He needs cleanup and a little bit more detail. I live the orange as well. He needs cleanup and a little bit more detail. Like I'll need to clean up his teeth and, you know, little bits of bone here and there that are on this guy. But we've got all the base colors blocked in. That will be roughly what he looks like. You know, he's at the stage now where I can go back and I can do the detail work and clean it up. So he'll end up looking like this. So he'll get a round of detail cleanup, color cleanup in general, just to make sure all the sections are nice and crisp. And then he'll get his washes. And then he'll probably get a little post love on the squig colors. Like this guy got, just so he stands out a little after the washes. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and call it there because I need to get some food because I'm fucking starving. Thank you for watching me ramble about toys I want to buy and about how lame it is that my poor cruel boys here did not get to see the table, because they are Funny thing is, when I first saw the Cruel Waves models, I did not like them. But man, did I fall in love with them. They are super, super beautiful. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call it there. And hopefully this was entertaining or something. I don't know. But I need to get some lunch. And... oh, here's the guy with the big skull on his back. He's really cool. He's like, ooh, lotions and potions. Big skull on his back. Ooh, magic from the swamp. Anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was fun. I've been on the wrong chat this whole time, so... yeah, I've been on the wrong chat this whole time. So if anyone said anything on Twitch, I'm sorry, I did not see it. I apparently was only in YouTube chat this whole time because I'm a dummy. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Have a good one and keep on keeping on.